Hello, welcome back. My name is Jo. I am learning Spanish and also some other languages, but I am the farthest along in Spanish. So I am primarily learning through immersion, through comprehensible input, whatever you want to call it. I am mostly reading and listening to things in order to learn. And so I kind of buy a lot of Spanish books. I also get books from my library, and I do have an audiobook subscription as well, but I have added quite a few books to my Spanish shelf recently, so I thought that I would go through those with you. I did just redo my shelves, so my Spanish unread books are right here. The ones that I'm going to show you are not there, so that's why there's this weird gap. My English unread books and my French unread books, and then my Spanish books that I have read are right here. We can start with the Los Dioses del Norte series. I did read the first one of these for a book club recently, and I really enjoyed it, and so I wanted to get the rest of the series, so hopefully I will be working my way through these soon. We had also considered this book for the book club, and so I did pick it up because I really do want to read it. It is the first book in the trilogy of Fire, Ciudades de Humo, and apparently this is an author that started out on Wattpad. I've never read a Wattpad author, so I will be very interested to read this. It is a sci-fi series following, I believe, an android. I also have the audiobooks available through Storytel, which I have a subscription to, so that will be good. I really prefer to read and listen to the audiobook at the same time when that is an option. I went to Chicago fairly recently, and I got this bilingual edition of Aura by Carlos Fuentes. It is a very short novella, but I have heard that it is weird and interesting, and those are my favorite things. Plus there was a cat on the cover, so that's basically all I need to know. I believe I will have satisfied both the English and Spanish books for Mexico before I get to this, but I believe that this would qualify for Mexico for my Reading Around the Spanish-Speaking World challenge if I need it to. Speaking of which, potentially my pick for Chile might be La Casa de los Espíritus by Isabel Allende. This is kind of intimidating, but it also makes me really want to read it. I love a good floppy paperback, and this one just looks so satisfying, and I really love family sagas, like multi-generational family stories, and so hopefully I will love this. I may listen to this in English before I read it in Spanish, but we shall see. And then today I went and sold some books to Half Price Books, and I was very much intending not to buy anything, but the Spanish language section was really good today. Someone must have sold quite a collection of modern literature to them, so hopefully that means that will continue. But I did get two books, the first of which is La Casa Verde by Mario Vargas Llosa. Let me take the sticker off. And this was actually recommended for the country of Peru. And so, yeah, it was written in the 60s, I believe. I don't know too much about it, but it looks interesting. Hold on, emergency sticker removal. Then I got La Dimensión Desconocida by Nona Fernandez. This is also potentially a Chilean Spanish selection. I actually just bought this in English in Chicago at the same place that I bought this for my English selection from Chile, and so since they had it in Spanish too, I couldn't resist. This is going to be a problem, I can tell, ongoing, that I will have multiple books for some countries, will want to read both of them before I move on to another country. But anyway, so this is about a Chilean secret police officer who apparently walks into a reporter's office and confesses to a bunch of torture and other atrocities committed during the Pinochet dictatorship. So it sounds very interesting. I haven't heard anything about this book, which, I now have 2 copies of it, so hopefully it's good. And then I have some thrift books. Disappointingly, this one is in English. I I have had this happen multiple times on thrift books or other used bookstore sites where I add it to my cart and it's the Spanish edition. It's there, everything's in Spanish, blah blah blah. I add it to my cart and I don't know whether it switches when I add it to my cart or when I actually place the order or what, but then when I look at my receipt, it's in English. And I'm like, what? But the one that I added to my cart was in Spanish. So this is Chronicle of a Death Foretold by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. It was like $3, so I'm not that upset about it. I just got it from my library instead in Spanish, which is probably what I should have done to start with, but I kind of prefer to own Spanish books sometimes because they take me a long time to read, so I don't like having to worry about giving it back to the library in time, but I mean this is very short, so it should be fine. So now I have it in English. This is a box set of the Trilogía de la Ciudad Blanca. So this is the current book club read, El Silencio de la Ciudad Blanca, and I do currently have it out from the library, but again, the book club is 8 weeks long, so I might get away with keeping it that long from the library, but I didn't want to get like 6 weeks in and have it be overdue, and yeah, so anyway, I do think that I will probably want to read the whole series. This will satisfy my Spain book in Spanish, so yeah, this is so cute. I like that they are kind of small. Those are all of the Spanish books that I have bought recently. I am very excited to read them all. Let me know if you are reading anything exciting in Spanish or if you have any books on your wish list that you would like to discuss, and I will see you in the next video.